Okay guys, it's the holidays and we're bringing out the cranberries. So we're making sausage stuffing bites. I think today's actually a National Stuffing Day. And we'll serve those with the cranberry sauce. It'll take mild Italian sausage, half a cup of onion, 1 stalk of celery fine chopped, 3/4 cup of milk, 2 cups of stuffing mix, salt and pepper, and I only have dried parsley. They were out of it at the store. 2 eggs and poultry seasoning, which I just made this poultry seasoning. It has sage, thyme, marjoram, rosemary, nutmeg, and black pepper. I'll link the video in my description. And then the cranberry sauce will have a cup of cranberry sauce with whole berries, Dijon mustard, honey, salt, and pepper. Let's get to going. First, we're going to preheat our oven. Preheat to 400. It says to line 2 baking sheets, but my baking sheets are big, so I'm just using 1, but with parchment paper. And then set aside. I chopped my celery. My onion's already chopped. I used my frozen chopped onion. We're gonna crack open our eggs and whisk them up in a pretty good sized bowl because we're gonna be adding everything to this. Whisk that up. We're going to add 3/4 of a cup of whole milk. Give it a slight whisk. Okay, I have stovetop turkey for my stuffing mix. I wanted the Pepperidge Farm bags that have the big cubes, but they didn't have those at all at Walmart. So we're gonna get 2 cups. It might be the whole bag, I'm not sure. It's 1 cup. It's kind of a heaping cup, but that's what we're gonna use because that was 1 bag in the twin pack. We're just gonna toss to coat. Make sure it's all wet. And we're gonna let it sit there for at least 10 minutes while we cook up our vegetables. I turn the heat on my skillet. I need 1 tablespoon of butter. We're gonna let that melt up and then we'll add our onions and our celery. All right. We'll add about a 1/2 cup of onion. And 1 stalk of celery. A pinch is usually like 1/8 of a teaspoon, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Just a little bit. We're gonna let this saute about 5 to 7 minutes until our vegetables are cooked up. Break open your sausage and put it on top of your stuffing. We're gonna turn that off. Let it cool ever so slightly. We're gonna pour it over the top of the sausage and let it cool there. So you're gonna wanna let it cool before you handle it to ball it up, but we can go ahead and add our parsley. It calls for 1/4 cup fresh parsley. So if you're doing dried, usually it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So we're gonna do 1/8 of a cup. So we have 1/8 of a cup of dried, or you would use 1/4 cup of fresh chopped. We're gonna do the poultry seasoning. We need 3/4 of a teaspoon. Here we go. Sprinkle that over. We're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of fine ground black pepper. And now we're gonna mix it until well combined, and you may have to get in there with your hands because we're gonna be making 1.5 inch balls out of it too. So I'm gonna start using like a soup spoon and balling them up. I may have to get out a second baking sheet, but I didn't think I did. So I did take 2 pans. I had to get a second pan. They're not super uniform on size. Look at that one, it's real little. But look at all the flavors and colors in there. Okay, we're gonna get them in the oven. We're gonna put them in for 20 minutes and then we're gonna rotate the pans top to bottom and put them in for another 20 minutes. We want them to get real nice, deep golden brown. Okay, while our stuffing bites are in the oven, we're gonna make our cranberry sauce. We only need a cup of the cranberry sauce with whole berries. So we'll open that up. We need 1 cup of that. So it's, what, about a half a can, maybe a little more? Not quite the same as when it comes out solid in the can. 1 tablespoon of honey. All right. Might need to help get all of that out of there because you probably want it all. Dijon mustard, we need 2 teaspoons. It was 2 teaspoons. Now we're gonna mix that. Pause for salt and pepper to taste. I'm just gonna do some dashes. Some salt. I tasted it. You could taste that mustard. Some pepper. We'll stir that up. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna leave it in that until we serve it up. Okay, we're gonna rotate these from top to bottom. I did them an extra 10 minutes. It said deep golden brown. They're dark, but that's okay. They're not that greasy, I'm glad. Let's serve them up. They're pretty hot. Let's see, this is supposed to be a good dipping sauce. Remember I said it was kind of mustardy. Well, that's cranberry's nice, sweet, mustardy mix with the sausage. Yay, Thanksgiving bites, Thanksgiving bowls. Enjoy, guys. These would be so good to take to a holiday party at work or just someone's house. I mean, you got holiday right here, everything. You can just put your sauce. If you wanted to have your sauce, you could just, instead of dipping it for everybody, people could just spoon some right on and then eat. Look at that whole cranberry. Very nice.